All right, and next up we got Mr. Highlight, Ludovit Klein fighting Mike Trizano. Ludovit's coming in here with a 17-2 record. He's from Slovakia. The man's 26 years old. They're going to be fighting at featherweight on this one. Stands 5'7" with a 72-inch reach. The comeback on Trizano, man is 29 years old, 5'11" with a 71-inch reach. So he's going to be the taller man out there, but he's going to be giving up a 1-inch reach disadvantage. Interesting. Ludovit, I definitely like the way this man fights. His style is, fan favorite type. He came in the UFC and obliterated Shane Young with beautiful head kick and combo hook punches and whatnot. Put him away with ease. Before that, he was coming out of Octagon promotion overseas, and he was just doing work over there, landing head kick after head kick knockout. The man's a finisher. Definitely someone you'd like to watch, and he's been doing it for a while, man. I believe he's on a 8-fight win streak. No, 8-fight win streak, and he's just doing his thing over there. His last loss came to Aiden Lee back in 2017. In which he just got, it was kind of one of those weird positions where it was early in the round, he got out grappled, and they were dry. The opponent was fresh, and just, got in a bad position and got choked out. Not really too much to take away from that. And, besides that, the man's been doing work, man. On the flip side with Trizano, his last fight was against Grant Dawson, in which he was on the feet. He was doing okay. He did split Grant and whatnot, but once Grant decided to take it down to the ground, there was nothing pretty much Trizano could do, and eventually he ended up getting choked out. Before that, he won a split decision against Luis Pena, which some people thought he lost. I didn't care for the fight from either man. It was boring as hell, if you ask me. And before that, he was in another boring-ass fight with Joe Giannetti again on the Ultimate Fighter. I believe that was for the championship, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the man's before that he was undefeated going back to his amateur record. He was like 19, I believe, like 19-0 or something like that before he lost to Grant Dawson. And the Grant Dawson fight was about 2 years ago, man. So he's definitely coming off a long layoff here. I think the line reflects that. Being that he's like a minus 265, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, he's like a plus 200.
Plus 200.
Yeah, plus 200, and Ludovit's a minus 265. So, yeah, man, I agree with the line, and I'm definitely going to be putting a wager on Klein for sure. I'm with you. Klein coming in with that 8-fight win streak. Mr. Highlight with the beautiful KO of Shane Young in his last time out with that perfectly placed head kick. He is a finisher. He has 17 wins, with 16 of them coming by knockout or submission. Like I said, right in that winning streak, this is going to be a tough fight. I do give him the slight edge in the grappling department as well. If Klein keeps this on the feet the whole time, that may open up a door for Trizano to get some rounds under his belt and possibly get a decision, but I think that is a tall task. For Trizano, the tough winner, like you mentioned, in 2018, coming off that 2-year layoff after that loss to Grant, when he was getting out grappled at every exchange, he ended up getting rear naked choked. It's been a long layoff. I don't really like betting on him after the layoff, and Klein has been busy. So the lone wolf, it's gonna be a tall task for him to come up with this W. I'm with you on that, and I'm also leaning towards Klein, and he will be in my parlays as well. Minus 265 for Klein. Looks like a good one to put on the parlay. Yeah, Trizano, man, his base is a stand-up fighter. He's a former kickboxer and whatnot, so I don't see him trying to come out here and implement a wrestle-heavy game plan against Klein. So I believe it's gonna be a stand-up fight, and if it's gonna be a stand-up fight, man, you could just give me Klein all day on that one, man. I don't see how you can bet against him. The man's got power, great combos, and he got a great takedown defense as well. So, yeah.
And that's why I feel like if this fight stays on its feet, that's what's going to give Trizano, open the door for Trizano to get some rounds in. Klein has 8 submission wins. If he's able to get this to the floor, I think he can get Mike out of there.
Yeah, Ludovit by submissions plus 900. So That's not a bad sneaky stab, man. To be honest, the books are definitely not thinking that one's going to happen. But he has pulled off some submissions in his past. So
and the only time Trizano has lost is a submission.
Yeah, so definitely something to keep live and keep thinking about. Like all these fights, I'm definitely going to want to see the weigh-ins before I lock it in. If Trizano's just looking like a mountain of a man, I might have to reconsider and just maybe take a stab at the prop only. So yeah, there's definitely a few ways you could play it. But yeah, on the short side of that, I'm on Klein on this one for sure.